M3GAN is a PG-13 horror movie that pretty much has all the trademarks of your typical abysmal January horror release, but I'm happy to report that is not the case with this movie. M3GAN is a lifelike AI doll that listens, watches, and learns as it plays the role of teacher, protector, playmate, and friend. When Gemma, played by Allison Williams, becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, played by Violet McGraw, she decides to give her a M3GAN prototype. Watching M3GAN gave me a similar feeling to how I felt watching Terminator for the first time. Especially in this day and age where we're probably only about 10 years away from someone making something that they regret, it kind of made this movie feel even more based in reality than Terminator because that's probably the route it's gonna go. It's like an alternate Terminator universe where Skynet was originally a toy company. That concept helped make M3GAN a lot freakier than other technically scarier movies just on premise alone. Anytime horror movies are based more in reality, it's so much more effective to me. I'm in IT as my career and AI scares the hell out of me, and my poor fiance has had to listen to me talk about how I'm afraid of a future reality where we're going to become subservient and dependent on AI, and needless to say, this movie did not help with that. The only thing this premise potentially didn't have going for it would be its goofy nature, but the movie knows that. James Wan wrote the story, Gerard Johnstone directed the movie, and that combo made for a horrifying, silly, yet self-aware mixture that managed to come out the other end surprisingly well balanced. The theater that I was in had people laughing and hiding their faces at times, and then there were people like me where I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be laughing at certain parts. There's one kill in particular where I just started laughing and no one else was, so I just kept it to myself, but I think when you watch the movie you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a horror comedy that actually worked, and it had a really unique sense of humor that I think made it funnier than the trailer even made it look. With all of that said, it's not groundbreaking in any way. The plot's super predictable, there's false jump scares that annoyed me, and the acting can be a little shoddy at times. Some of the scary sequences also felt a little bit tame, and I know this movie was originally rated R and it was probably cut up to get it to PG-13, but still, I was a little bit surprised at how tame this movie was. I hope there's a rated R version of M3GAN floating out there somewhere, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for that because I think that could make it a much better movie. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't stick with that. There were certain sequences that were reaching a climax and you felt like they were pulling back all of a sudden, and if they hadn't done that, I think this would have been a much better movie. But compared to what we usually get in January and compared to what I originally thought this movie was gonna be like, I was really pleasantly surprised. Also, on a side note, Violet McGraw is a great child actress. I couldn't remember what I saw her in before, but she was one of the kids in The Haunting of Hill House, that Netflix series, one of my favorite series on Netflix, and I thought she was really good there, so it makes sense that she was great here. But just like with the Stranger Things cast, she's better than a lot of the adult actors surrounding her, so I definitely hope to see her in more horror movies and even other movies going forward. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. I truly appreciate it, and let me know, what did you think of M3GAN? I'm really curious to hear other people's thoughts. People seem a little bit divided on this movie, but anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.